I drew the attention of Ablakwa to the issue of Reverend Kusi Boateng. Such dangerous criminals. Why should a man possess two different identities? Are you a ghost or are you the Holy Spirit? Listen, different mothers, different days of birth, different names. It must say Dopey. My brother, my sister. Yet, he has connections to the president. A president who can say, yes, we have seen millions of American dollars under your bed. We have seen millions of British pounds in your cupboard. I know that you shall be exonerated because you are a good woman. We have seen a president who has no common sense of loyalty for the nation. Say, oh, this man is not doing galamsey. We all know, yet evidence shows that he has broken into a forest that is conserved to mine gold. What a president. And his vice is also a stooge. You know who a stooge is? He is a caricature of a human being. Should I go further? In fact, he is a robot. He is a coliko on string. He said he's a mate. He says yes to everything his master says. And this man has the guts to say he wants to be president. Are we serious? A robot who says yes, massa, yes, massa. In English, we call them the yes men. There's nothing he would ever say no to. He claimed that he is the mate. A puppet on a string. Such a dirty mindset.
Blakk Rasta. Ordinary sim ababetuja on so be react fine sim also social media so. Na Reverend Victor Kusi Boateng oye secretary for a national cathedral hono je say nsem bi na abetuja je say Ablakwa je say ono de ono ne enya adwen kra je say into kwapa na esi omuntem na Ablakwa so kan je say ya san so krampa ma nipa ya ni identity enya ba ko je say nim so obi obokron no bia no only one the identity yes say asaso aman diplomatic passport na eno na Ablakwa so on ti ase send people say no yama no sa passport yi na eno ho na say Blakk Rasta say obehwe insem edi egu ho sounds na say president his excellency na Akufo so edi insem betu dwa fire inflation na say cost not sure this year the Ghana for better asem the san say sina mo ho bia mo ho abatin say atunemu na etu ebetwa say na inflation no say niama bo cost 10 and ni na etu betwa nti Ghana for mat asem den na eno so no Blakk Rasta de aho asem aba o kire say na Addo de onye obi ase oye slave master ankasa na den ten okasa ansem we na yenko tie Blakk Rasta enemusem ye ba na ye say de akane na atuaso.
A caricature of a comedian who is not funny. Today he wants to be president. And silly Ghanaians will still vote for people like that. I'm angry. A man who told you that he couldn't say no to the president. Everything the president said, he said yes. After all, he's the mate. Even if the bus is going into destruction, is going into doom, is going into Armageddon, he doesn't care. What a shame. He has the guts to come and put his photos all over the place that he wants to be president. I repeat it. The day that guy becomes president, I will leave your country for you. You think I'm joking? After all, who even cares about me? I will leave. I will never sit down under this guy in the next election as president. Never. You think we are robots? We are not idiots. You were a yes man. You said yes to anything the demonic president said. You didn't care. Today you want me to sit under you as president, so you will mummify me. Jesus have mercy. Ablakwa has said it. When you have connections to the president and his vice, you can be Lucifer, but they will paint you as Angel Gabriel. NPP's Agenda 111 not feasible. Many cannot be completed. Ex-President Mahama. President Mahama has grown politically. And I truly admire some of the things he says sometimes. Listen to him carefully politicking. Can you read between the lines? He knows that Agenda 111 is Agenda 419. He knows that Agenda 111 is Satan's agenda to dismantle the foundations of our economy and to throw dust into our eyes. But the man is carefully speaking, using euphemisms. He euphemistically is talking mystically. My brother, my sister, and those that have eyes, let them hear, and those that have ears, let them hear and know it that yes, the times are here. It was the same President Mahama who said, one district, one factory, above all, one village, one dam. It was a mockery of an agenda where one cow will go and drink water and the whole dam will run aground empty. I just came from a tour of the northern regions and I was shocked. I saw some so-called one village, one dams. And truly, this time round, it is not the cows that are drinking the water and making it empty. It is the chicken, the fowls. When they drink the water, it runs aground empty, dry, as if nothing was ever done. My brother, Agenda 111 is nothing but Agenda 419. Is it surprising that Upon Nkrumah refused to speak on these things long before he was shifted and removed and excavated and scooped out of the information ministry and put in a ministry that he knows very little about? My brother, my sister, housing and construction. Ghana's decision to seek IMF assistance has paid off. And this is Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo Addo speaking. Nana Akufo Addo is a slave master. He's a dirty slave master. You know who a dirty slave master is? A slave master who monstrously is bloodthirsty. He has no respect for Ghanaians. He has no respect for our heritage. He has no respect for our culture. Above all, he has no respect for the blood and toil of our ancestors. This was a man who initiated a celebration of loans that are tying us down and the generations to come with kenke parties. They brought a cake, my brother, my sister, to be celebrating the so-called e-levy. These were the same people who celebrated the IMF loans coming in with kenke parties. It looks like every time the country is saddled in debt, anytime the country makes movements towards slavery, we celebrate that with kenke parties and cakes. I am so ashamed of this president. Sometimes I do not know whether it is good to go to school and run away from illiteracy, or it is better to stay illiterate. Sometimes I weep for my country. Trust me. Listen, my brethren. The IMF has never helped any country economically. The IMF is a dangerous slave master that is set up to dismantle the hinges and the foundations of African economies. Like it or not, believe it or not, love it or loathe it, the IMF is not African-centered. The IMF is not something that Africans should celebrate. The IMF is a colonial organization. In fact, better still, a neo-colonialist that is ready to continue to dismantle the very economy of African nations. You think it's by chance? Even though we have the gold and the diamond, the bauxite, the lithium, and even more, including oil, yet we don't seem to be seeing the economic light in any of these African countries. As long as the World Bank and the IMF continue to exist, African economic foundations will be degraded and dismantled.